What is up? It's another episode of the Dynasty Pylon. We are talking about the freaking Colts today. And Mark mentioned I look like a Colts homer today.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. Look, man, I wanted a Michael Pittman jersey for the longest time since he's been in. He was my favorite receiver coming in. But then with the recent transition of Matt Ryan going to the Colts, who's my quarterback, I was like, damn it. I also like this guy. I'm going to get myself a Matt Ryan jersey as well. So that's the case. And now I'm stuck with both of them. I understand that Matt Ryan might not be there for a while, but hey, it's all good. That's okay. It's okay. Other than that, though, recent news, there's a lot of movement going on. Players not being able to go to camp because of injuries or putting on the PUP list, yada, yada, yada. So let's kind of go over a few of those. I actually have some of them here. Oh, hello. Join the mock draft. No, I'm okay. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. He watches the show, so careful. I like him, but same time, it's like, dude, I don't have time to do mock drafts every freaking time.
Sure you do.
No. So let's see. Recent news, I guess. Fantasy football alerts. Let's see. Thomas is on the PUP list. Not surprising. Why? Because he hasn't freaking played in forever. But he's probably going to play this season, is what I'm expecting. Lamar actually showed up. He was the first one to camp. So that's a good sign. Kyler Murray, I guess the biggest thing. Yeah, got paid. So he's going to be in Arizona for another 5 years. What is it? $230.5 million and with 100 and something guaranteed. 160 guaranteed. And what is up, Alex? I'm glad you're here. If you're still here.
He got the big paycheck, and the quarterback that he replaced signed with the team today.
Yes.
Josh Rosen signs a 1-year deal with the Cleveland Browns.
Yes. That's true.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah. So, and Braden likes our Rodney Thomas picture. I found it. So the time I found this picture, I didn't have the Rodney Thomas. He wasn't in there. And then I found one later, which I could have used, but I didn't have enough time to edit the entire picture for the thumbnail, so I just went with that one. I thought it was funny because we haven't done that. It was the first one I've ever seen that didn't have every player on there, so I was like, you know what, I'm rolling with it. So let's look at what I could have used instead. Something similar to that one. I could have used this one, which just got updated not too long ago, and then probably, I don't know, this one on the right here. Let me show it. So I was probably going to use the one on the right there. That one on the very, very right. But the one in the middle is the one that currently had to use. I had to update and look at it. So, and then, hey, what's up, Hefe? And yeah, Rosen. Yeah, it's kind of funny and crazy. So, and get rid of the Skittles, man. Lawsuit says they're unfit for the human consumption.
Oh, that's weird. That's crazy.
So
I get rid of them, I guess.
I mean, how they've been sitting there forever, though. How old are those Skittles, by the way?
Well, just a couple months. Not that old.
Couple months. Jesus. So we're talking about the Colts today. So where was I? So we're talking about Michael Thomas. Josh Rosen got signed. Kyler Murray got signed. I guess with did we announce yesterday about Kyle Rudolph going to Tampa Bay? If we didn't, he's there.
I don't know if you did. I wasn't on the show. I was at a concert. I think it was after that. I think it was after the fact.
It might have been after. I don't know. I can't remember. Once I do a show, it's like, but yeah.
So remember all that stuff we said about Cameron Brate not being the number one tight end? Well, he won't be, I guess.
Well, I never thought he was going to be a thing anyways.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything while he had the opportunity to be the tight end number one during those couple of weeks. And yeah, that's exactly the second highest paid quarterback behind Rodgers. Holy crap.
Handily.
Yeah. So, and you're here for the beard content. Well, that is there it is.
That would be
That's
me.
your beard right there. That's all you, bro. So anyways, and also that's pretty much it, right? From I know that out of the freshest latest news, it's not really anything big or interesting. Besides a couple of guys ended up on the PUP list. Other than that, I don't think I have much. And I could look real quick. I thought there was one more thing that I saw somewhere that I guess I didn't really.
Niners gave Garoppolo permission to seek trade.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course, yeah. I think I mentioned that yesterday. I know the Jets put Mekhi Becton on the PUP list. CJ Uzomah is also on the PUP list. But I mean, this is all early. You know, we're like a month or two out, so 50 days. So
he got hurt in the championship round, didn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know how he played in the Super Bowl.
So that doesn't surprise me at all. That doesn't surprise me. He's there. I know Patriots put a couple of guys on the PUP list, with including James White. So that's pretty much it.
Well, Braden just said something. Said Andre Whitworth and Aqib Talib have officially signed on as contributors for pregame, halftime, and postgame coverage of Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime. Well, so if the Cardinals are playing, get ready for him calling him not by Kyler Murray. What does he call him? Aqib Talib cannot say Kyler Murray. He says calamari.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
He's always like calamari.
Kyler Murray.
Like,
Kyler Murray is one of the greatest quarterbacks. Kyler Murray. Like I'm like, dude,
your
really?
nickname's gonna be the Squid, Kyler Murray, because of the way he says his name.
Murray, not Murray. like what was that Murray show or whatever? That's how he says it, dude.
Yeah, calamari.
Oh my gosh. All right. So the Cowboys will be bringing back their classic throwback jersey helmet combo for Thanksgiving this season. Oh, dude, hell yeah.
I think the Giants are counteracting that by having theirs too. Because they announced
bring them all back. Too. Everybody can bring back their throwbacks except for two teams, okay? And that's the freaking Bears and the Steelers. Their old school stuff is disgusting.
Well,
I want to
Packers isn't much better.
Yeah, but it's like yellow, green. It's not stripish like the damn.
It's stripish.
Is it? No.
They have a striped jersey.
Sorry, I can't.
And they have god-awful, ugly gold pants. Well, it's not like a stripe, but...
Hold on. So Packers old stuff, right? Old jerseys. I don't know what the hell I'm going to type here, but it's going here. Packers jersey, old school.
Say throwback. Packers throwback UDs.
You goddamn! I don't know why I can't think of something when I'm doing these, man. I don't know. My just like all right. So
it might not be like a stripe, but there's it's not. I don't know. I don't think it's.
We're gonna find out right now. We're gonna find out right now. Images. Throw that up in here.
Yeah, those.
Okay.
Things. With the god awful gold pants that doesn't match anything else they have going on.
Okay, yeah, I remember now. I remember this. This looks like freaking Michigan.
Right?
Is what I thought.
No, it looks like Michigan and Notre Dame. Love child.
Yeah. That's this is
like,
okay.
It's not where do these gold pants come from?
It's not as bad as Chicago and I was right. Hey, this I don't like. I don't like these socks, bro. What are you, Halloween? What is this?
Yeah,
oh,
I agree.
Get out of here. And then of course the most disgusting of all that makes Mark throw up, if we should mention this. Let me just put that in there. That look.
Bumblebee jerseys are god awful. Those like that numbering randomly with the white boxes behind it on top of that Bumblebee. I'm like, why?
It's disgusting.
And again, with the gold pants, like why we have these gold pants? Like,
Oh
wear
my
pants
gosh.
that match the yellow in the uniform. Come on.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm sorry. I saw jump screens. Did you show all these comments? My bad. I want to make sure.
Yeah, I
everyone-
was.
Okay.
So this is where we kind of left off.
The Giants will wear their throwbacks.
Braden said, "I want to call him our Cardinals jersey."
Brandon, we can make that happen.
Shit, we did miss
Braden,
something. So we got
Braden,
Hefe
we can
talking
make
about
that
Orlando Brown playing on tag, so he is going to play on the tag.
Okay, that's
And
good.
then
They need that.
also
I'm
here
also
for the
here
Indianapolis Taylor
Steelers.
content. See what I did there. Indianapolis Taylors.
Okay. I see.
Calamari.
I don't know.
We got Indianapolis carries. Giants wear
Jerpy,
the
are you
uniforms twice. The Bears. Oh, hopefully it's not against those ugly Bear jerseys. And then we got week 13 against the Commandos.
Yeah. So if the Commanders do throwbacks, what do they wear?
It's just a red helmet that has nothing on it, and then I think with ugly gold pants and
no Native American on it.
No, they won't have. Well, we had a throwback.
We're not allowed to wear
that,
right?
Redskins. Well, we had a throwback when we were the Redskins. It was just a red helmet. Here, I'll look it up real quick.
The Packers throwback is Acme Packers jersey with the blue jerseys and the khaki pants. Yeah, and then Patriots old. Yeah, dude. All right, here we go. Let's look at that one. Patriots throwback. I remember the symbol. Let's. Oh no! Hold on, the Patriots old one that looked like the Bills, bro. Hang on, we are doing a whole segment on this crap.
I was completely right. It is the freaking ugly gold. It must be a throwback thing for ugly.
This one, Hefe, are you talking about these?
Yeah, they're bringing those.
I'm thinking about the orange. He said orange, but these are the old ones where it's like red, white, and blue.
Yeah, they're bringing that with the old school blue coat snapping the ball.
They're bringing this one back?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
And then it hasn't been confirmed.
Matthew Judon. Oh, yeah.
It hasn't been confirmed, but I was telling Braden, too, that I saw. So I follow Bussing with the Boys, which is the left tackle from the Tennessee Titans podcast with Will Compton, a linebacker who's technically a free agent right now.
Yeah.
They posted a picture of Taylor in the old school Oilers uni.
Really?
So it was a white helmet with the red face mask.
Yeah. And the teal or the bluish?
Yep.
With the light blue?
With teal blue pants. Yep.
Nice. See, these are the old
Washington's throwbacks. You can see RG3 sporting them. Gold pants with a god-awful red helmet.
That's almost what my Antonio Gibson one looks like.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think, and they didn't have any numbers on the side, right? It was just
it's just a red helmet. Yep.
Yeah, I got that one. I got the Gibson old school one.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm probably one of the few that have it, but you know.
Or you could. Well, no, we don't have Native American anymore, so we can even.
Mine was like a mud dud colored helmet for Washington. Yeah. And then that kind of looks like it. It looks it's pretty bad.
Kind of like this guy right here.
I mean, it's not okay. Well, it's not bad, honestly. I've seen worse, obviously, since we're going through old, ugly uniforms right now.
Right.
Which is totally left field. Was not on the topic today, but we're diving into these old school uniforms right now. These are, that's disgusting. I don't think anything can beat that right now. And I'm sorry for all the Steelers.
There's a side view. Like, look at that. How horrible that looks.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's like straight up old school movie stuff. All right. It was brown to look like a leather helmet. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Makes
this
sense.
one. Look at
Makes
that.
sense.
Look at
there
that.
It is. Wow. What am I looking at right now?
I mean, RG3. That's a really rare size.
Jesus.
Right there.
I was thinking the Bucks. Yeah, no, I pulled it up. After you said that, I put in orange Patriots. It didn't look like it, and then here's what it was. You were thinking of these.
The Bucks are
That's what Hefe was
bringing the creamsicles back this year too. They already had Brady in the helmet and the uniform.
Yeah, well, there it is. The Bucks.
Creamsicles.
Yep. Right up in here. Look at Brady. Well, that's the practice jersey, but it's gonna look like something similar to that, anyways. Can't imagine But it should look something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. There you go. Look, freaking.
Yep.
Look at that, old school.
Who is that? It's like Gus Farad.
Isn't that Campbell? No, is that Campbell? I don't know. Who is this? Who is this mofo?
Oh, I gotta zoom in. I'm trying to figure out who that is.
Okay, that's not who I look. I have no idea who that is. It looks like who?
Josh Freeman.
Josh Freeman.
Josh Freeman.
Wow. Good God.
Josh
name
Freeman.
In a while.
Good Lord.
Oh my gosh. Anyways,
Braden says those Bucks jerseys are awesome.
If they bring, I'm not gonna be like, oh, those are disgusting. Those are that's not too bad. They're all right. They're all right.
Again, yeah, those ones are bad.
There's some horrible ones out there, and oh God, some god awful ones. But it is what it is. All right, so any more teams that we want to look at, old school ones? What teams wear the first rainbow jersey? No, they're gonna be the last guys on there. No one's gonna wear that crap. I think that we'll find a pink jersey before we find any of that garbage. Pink is more likely for NFL to wear. I mean, you already see these pink socks and pink gloves and cleats. I miss these teams' old uniforms. What's up? Hold on. Why does this name seem familiar? Did they change their symbol? Are you new to the channel? This name seems familiar.
Raiders fan.
I know. Did they change their logo? This a new guy? This a new guy? Are you new?
Okay, so he's hoping for it. It's not official. Okay, so that's what that was.
Yeah.
I hope they do too, dude. I used to love the Houston Oilers uniforms.
Damn, bro. Right there. Shot right there. Chiefs will be wearing pinks first. There you go, Hefe. You hear that crap? You guys can be wearing pink first. Get out of here. So yeah, no, I miss some of these old school uniforms. I don't like the Pittsburgh Steelers ones. Those are just, sorry, Derpy, but no, I just no. Just no. I can't. They're just disgusting. Yeah, shoot your arrows. Yeah. All right, so here we go. We are talking about the Colts today. Okay. Colts. The Indianapolis Colts. Last year we were high on them. At least Mark was high on them. Why? Because he had every freaking Colts and the damn uniforms on their damn team.
Well, their defensive players were good. What do you want from me?
I mean, you had freaking, who'd you have on defense? Did you have two teams or just freaking Darius Leonard?
For a while there, I actually had a safety and a corner from Indy too.
Okay.
But I ended up dropping the safety because as soon as I got him, he got hurt. And now he's retired, so.
Yeah. So.
And then I had Kari Willis for a little bit too.
Okay. I think I remember that. So, anyways, again, if you're new to the channel, which I this looks very familiar to me, Faith. I don't know why. Anyways, what's up? How are you doing? Today's episode, we are doing the Colts specifically. We're normally all over the place, but today we're doing the Colts. So the Colts, what let's see, recap the last 2 years, 3 years, I guess. What they seem like a pretty good team, right? And they brought in a
franchise quarterback.
They brought in quarterbacks that could be the guy. They brought in Phillip Rivers. Okay. Did pretty good. Not that didn't get themselves
off season 2 years ago. They had Andrew Luck in preseason.
Well,
and then he was like, "Bye,
I'm out." And that's when they brought in.
They rolled with Jacoby. They rolled with Jacoby Brissett for a year.
That's right.
And well, I guess 2 years ago they did bring in Phillip Rivers, but 3 years ago they rolled with Jacoby. Then they brought in Phillip.
Yes.
And Wentz.
Yeah, and then Wentz, and then that Wentz project cost them a lot because not only was a couple of firsts, because that first they didn't have it this season. They didn't have it last season's first.
There's only one.
They've been missing out. Was it one? I thought it was two. They didn't have last year's.
One.
Are you sure?
Well, maybe it was two.
I can't remember, but I know that they didn't have a first round this year because of it.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a first and a second. Braden, I know he's probably gonna look this up anyways, but the first was from last year, and then a conditional second had Carson Wentz played a couple of games. So it was like, all right, if he plays 11 games or they make playoffs or 75% of his contract and blah blah blah, then it turns into a first. I think that's how it went. So eventually it turns into 2 seconds, right? They didn't have a first this year either. Their second round was basically their first round rookie. We will get into the rookies here. So now this season, in the offseason, they brought in Matt Ryan, who I'm a big fan of. Why? Because I love the Atlanta Falcons. And one thing about we'll talk about is Matt Ryan. I like what he's going to bring here. I really do. He doesn't get hurt. I mean, he's been healthy most of his career. I think he's missed like a couple of like games ish, but if that. So long term, I don't know. I'd say 2-3 seasons max, maybe 2. But I don't know if he's going to be there for a while. But I know that this whole QB rotation thing, I don't know if it's working.
I think it depends on if they win it all. So if they win it all this year, wouldn't be shocked if he was like,
I'm done. Yeah, no, I would do the same. Why not? At age 37, going into 38, like why not? So I would do the same. I'm really high on the Colts this season. I'm really high on the Buffalo Bills this season. So of those two teams, I would not mind to see which one goes. So let's see. He's talking about the Carson Wentz here. Right? What's up, Alex? Cost them way too much. Not worth it. Yeah. I mean, it kind of looked promising for a little bit, kind of. And then, well, overall, though, Carson Wentz didn't do statistically, he didn't do bad. He didn't do bad.
He had over, was it almost 4,000 yards, 37 touchdowns, and only 7 interceptions. Yeah, now, the argument could be made that a lot of people dropped interceptions.
Well, the dropping interceptions, I don't know about.
See, it was only one first. It was a third round and a second that turned into a first. So
okay. Well, look. So I asked the NFL if I can have permission to have Carson Wentz's footage, okay, of the last game of Jacksonville, okay.
Everyone can't put that all on Wentz.
Hold on.
Their defense did not show up at all in that game either.
I know. But in that moment, you can't say how funny it was, how he thought switching hands and throwing with his left would be a good idea. So I asked the NFL if it's okay if I have that footage, and they approved. Here's live footage of that replay, okay? And I'm not gonna get docked for this, okay? Because it'll be just fine. Ready? Here it is. There it is. Ready? There's Carson Wentz throwing it into the line, and it's going back. Well, there's the interception. Boom. It was a return right there. And there's a closer view. That's what Carson Wentz was doing in that game. Couldn't do it. That's how it was. Okay. No matter how hard he tried, it just came back. Look, I understand it's not his fault either, but statistically, he did just fine. But I know because of his recent history, and we all kind of hate him.
That's what I got to look forward to. Cool.
What's up?
I said that's what I got to look forward to.
Well, I hope it's a little bit better. Right, okay. Cool. I hope it's a little bit better. All right. But other than that, though, Matty Ice is taking it. Obviously, I'm hoping that Matty Ice does do it. But look, we'll see how it goes. As of now, look, after Matty Ice got there, they didn't really sign anybody else, as far as I know of. Oh, hold on. There's one more guy on defense. It was Stefan Gilmore, who is a ex-Patriot, ex-Buffalo guy who came in. One of the best DBs in the game.
Ex-Panther?
Ex-Panther? Yeah. He was for the season. That's right. For the one season, he was the Panther. Yeah, you're right. So one of the best DBs in the game. So brought in a little bit of defensive help, which is good. So good for them. As for rookies, Mark, we can talk about them, but let's catch funny man. Look with his neck issues. Yes. Yeah. Hold on. Wait. For the neck issue. Neck issues on who? Or was this? Oh, is this to the comment of Andrew Luck? Yeah. All right. So
It was
Eagles
Peyton
traded.
Manning and Andrew Luck. He's saying they both have neck issues.
Yeah. Broke the Colt spirit. Yep. So definitely, I thought it was the video of the Bears QB throwing to Chicago. No. So they got a tight end from the Raiders. So who are we talking about? The Colts? Are you talking about Moali Cox, Glenn Granson? Are we talking about the same thing here?
I don't know what's going on now.
All right, maybe they're having a chat with them themselves, but I'm trying to figure out who's what tight end.
Oh dang, Braden.
What's up?
He said he thought that video you posted was a video of the Bears throwing in Chicago.
No, that's all Wentz.
It could be though. That wind in Chicago though, man. That get you.
I mean, I guess. In agony, yeah. Look, it is what it is. I just hope that Wentz does a little bit better there when he gets to Washington. Because if not, we're gonna see more Taylor Heineke. He's not ultimately too good. All right, so again, this is basically what they brought in, right? So Matt Ryan actually, Yannick Ngakoue, Brandon. That was the other one. Okay, so these other guys, I wasn't too high on. But Watts and Brandon Faison, I forgot about the Yannick Ngakoue one. So
he could have an impact, I think, in Indy.
He better, because he's been going from freaking team to team.
It kind of makes you scratch your head a little bit, because you're right. He went from the Ravens to the Vikings to the Raiders.
Yeah.
Now to the Colts. And we're not talking like in a long period of time. We're talking in the span of a year.
Yeah. So
in the span of a year, he went to four teams.
I mean, a lot of guys left. Zach Pascal's not there anymore, but that's okay. I think Alex Pierce is going to be just fine. So we'll talk about that. Speaking of rookies, go ahead, Mark. Who do they bring? Right. Obviously, with this.
Speaking of rookies, and speaking of Alex Pierce,
yes,
their first pick of the draft, because I think they traded ours away. Because I think they traded back, because we gave him a second for Wentz, and I don't see that one on here, but I think they traded back from that one. Because we gave him a second and a third, but I think they traded back to 53 to get Alex Pierce, wide receiver out of Cincinnati. And then they got from our third round pick from Washington, they got Jelani Woods, tight end out of Virginia, which is to replace Boyle, who retired. And then they got from Minnesota, number 77 overall, Brashard Raymond,
yep.
Offensive tackle, Central Michigan. And then a guy that we actually liked, we saw his footage when we were doing mock drafts, number 96 overall. They got Nick Cross, safety out of Maryland, who is in fact starting.
Yeah, no, I like Nick Cross
because of the crazy retirement of what's his name out of nowhere. Their safety, he's gone.
Not Gilmore. They just brought him in. Blackman,
Yeah, I think it was Moore.
No, Moore? Kenny Moore? No. Was it?
I think, was it?
No.
Or no, Kalari Willis. Kalari Willis.
Okay. I'm like, no, I can't be Moore. Moore's still
Willis. There. Kalari Willis retired.
Yes.
So Nick Cross, who I like a lot. I don't know if he's good enough to be starting right away, but he is.
But he's on the start. He's on the depth chart. If anything, McLeod might outbeat him, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I have him starting on ESPN. So
okay, all right. Well,
and then you got Eric Johnson, defensive tackle out of Missouri State. Andrew Ogletree, another Ogletree. I wonder if he's related to the linebacker that played a while ago. Tight end, Youngstown State. Curtis Brooks, defensive tackle, Cincinnati, and Rodney Thomas. Or me, apparently, because, my picture's on his face. Defensive back from Yale.
I couldn't find his freaking picture, man.
So you put
like the actual one. Okay, no, I don't think they are brothers.
Oh, okay. That's just not on the common name you hear very often. I was like, oh.
No, you're right. You're right. But I did look that up right now. It said Alec Ogletree and Andrew Adams are brother-in-laws. Guy from, but that's about it. It's nothing with the actual Ogletree there being there. So I don't think they're brothers. So overall though, not bad.
Didn't
Not
the
bad.
Colts get Casey Hayward from the Raiders too? I believe they did.
Casey Hayward?
Or is he somewhere else? I can't remember.
No. Casey Hayward, where'd he go? I don't think so.
Oh yeah, he retired. It was Kalari Willis, and he retired because he's going to join the ministry full time.
Oh, that's right. That was early in the season. That was like early.
That was like just a couple weeks ago.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Hayward is on the Falcons. Thank you, Braden.
Thank you, Braden. That's our guy in the chair.
Did you hear about Eddie Goldman? He retired.
Yes. Of course, we're going to hear anything that's Bears.
So you will not be having him on the Falcons. He will retire playing only for the Bears.
That's fine. I mean, I don't think we need any more freaking Bears as it is.
Right.
If you're watching this now, I'm a Falcons fan. I've just accepted our loss.
Check out Alex Pierce.
Yeah. So yeah. See, I was thinking. And then Willis. Yeah, he just put it on
6'3", 211. Interesting.
All right, so let's talk. You want to talk about Alex Pierce? You want to just kind of go?
I was just checking out.
Defense
I didn't
or what?
actually know his measurables.
Alex Pierce measurables?
Like how tall he was and stuff like that.
He's pretty big, dude.
6'3", 211.
Which is, a little taller than the average, and usually they're about 6'1", which is fine. 6'3", I like that. Mo Alley Cox is big. Freaking Michael Pittman's also, I think Mo Alex is like 6'6". Michael Pittman's like 6'4". Alex Pierce, obviously 6'3". Paris Campbell's also, I think, might be the shortest one. Give me a second here. Yeah. Paris Campbell's at 6 foot, which is about average. This guy Matt Ryan's throwing to like some giants.
But Paris Campbell, I think, is like the speedster of the bunch.
I can see that. I agree.
Yeah.
Because Michael Pittman, he's got some decent speed, but it's not like zooming fast. So, but yeah. And they got Brian Edwards. Yeah. Brian Edwards. Not to. Is it Braylon or Brian? Or is it Brian with the Y? I know it's with the Y. I'm not saying like you're wrong, but I know exactly who you're talking about right now. But yeah, he should actually be a very good asset to the Falcons. Hopefully we can see him get a bounce back here. It is with the Y. Brian Edwards. But I know exactly who you meant. I know who you meant, though. So, yeah, I think Brian Edwards has a good chance to bounce back, kind of like N'Keal Harry. So
then Braden. Paris Campbell is fast for about 2 games. Then he gets hurt.
And then gets hurt, yeah, probably.
No, he does. It's happened.
Then he rests up for a little bit, and then he comes back. So he's like on and off the field all the time. And then when he's there, he steals all the freaking touchdowns. So as for fantasy purposes, it pisses me off.
Right.
But yeah, Brian Edwards.
Well, I know he was like the deep threat with Carson Wentz. Like, there was a couple of games where like 50, 60-yard deep passes would go into Campbell.
Look, the one time I liked, all right, the Colts, I liked when Phillip Rivers was in. But the problem is Michael Pittman was like getting all the yards and all that, whatever. And then once they got to the end zone, he didn't look his way. It all went to freaking Campbell and T.Y. the entire time. So it's like it was frustrating as a Michael Pittman owner in Dynasty. So, all right. So let's talk about this freaking. Let's get rid of this. Let's talk about the defensive side of the ball.
Okay.
So Kwity Paye, off the top of my head, obviously.
He's moving from the right to the left because he was right defensive end last year.
Kwity Paye?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Weren't you going to say something about the line or?
Oh, I can. I thought I didn't know what we were doing.
Let's talk about, well, it was the O-line, right?
Yeah. So they have 3 studs. They got Quentin Nelson. They got Braden Smith, who's a really good right tackle. Mm-hmm. And they got Ryan Kelly, who's very good center.
Right.
And then obviously they decided to let Eric Fisher go.
Mm-hmm.
And their starting right guard apparently was let go. So their replacements, Matt Pryor, I have as listed as their starting left tackle, was their backup right tackle last year. And their starting right guard, Danny Pinter, was listed as their backup center last year. So I'm a little
they're being moved around.
Skeptical on the offensive line. But I mean, Matt Pryor's a big dude. He's like 6'7", like 330.
Yeah.
So,
I think they'll be fine, though. I mean, look, let's put it this way. Matt Ryan was in a worse situation last year than he is with this line. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, 6'7",
still a better
332.
Line. It's still a better line. I'm going to be okay with this line rather than what the Falcons had last season. Trust me on that.
Pinter's about average size, 6'4", 306. I mean, that's a good guard size. So.
Yeah, well, they got to be quick too, so that's about fine.
Yeah.
All right, so let's.
So I mean, you got the absolute stud in Quentin Nelson, obviously.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just scared of Matt Pryor being left tackle on Matt Ryan's blind side. I think run blocking, they shouldn't miss a beat. You could just line up just line up to the freaking middle left with Quentin Nelson and Ryan Kelly, or go to the far right with Braden Smith. So I think that's fine. But I don't know. I'm just pass protection. You got Matt Pryor taking on these all-pro defensive ends.
Yeah,
like
no, I agree.
Pryor
with
versus if they play the Steelers. I don't know. Do they play the Steelers? They can look at their schedule, I guess. But
no, we'll get into the schedule here soon. But no, I agree with Alex. I think they'll be just fine. Matt's gonna be fine. It's a better situation than what
they do play the Steelers on Monday Night Football. Right?
Better than what Atlanta had. So I think he'll be just fine. But as for defensive low, we have Kwity Paye, Grover Stewart, DeForest Buckner, Yannick Ngakoue. That is just looking disgusting right there.
That's as solid as a defensive line as you can get, probably.
Yeah. And then not to mention, you got freaking Darius Leonard, Bobby Okereke, and then Isaiah Rodgers, who I like Bobby Okereke still. I still like him. And then obviously Darius Leonard, beast of a man. And then you got Rodney McLeod with Nick Cross, Julian Blackmon, Stefan Gilmore, and then Kenny Moore, who arguably is one of my favorite DBs in the league right now. So he's a really special dude. He really is.
And you could team him up to learn from Stefan Gilmore. That's scary.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. So
I mean, my biggest weakness for this defense is their safeties, though. You have a rookie in Nick Cross, and I have no idea who the hell Rodney McLeod is.
It's just, they brought him in from Philadelphia.
Did he come in from Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did, because he was not on the roster.
No.
Last year, because like I said earlier, I was looking at their roster.
Let's
on
look
the
at
old Madden game.
You want to look them up real quick? Let's do this. Hold on.
I can click on them.
I am. Rodney McLeod.
He had 32 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 4 pass deflects.
There you go. I mean, it is what it is. I think Nick Cross is going to start over him anyways. So, but at least they have him.
I have him as a starting free safety, and then I have Nick Cross as a starting strong safety.
Okay.
Which I don't think this is Kahari Willis's position.
Yeah, but then you got freaking Gilmore there, and who's corner. And
I like their corners, but I don't know. I just feel like over the top, they might allow some big plays.
Maybe. The run is not going to happen against these guys. I can tell you that much. That is on lock.
Oh yeah, their front 7 are pretty good.
Yeah.
Although Zaire Franklin, that's who I have as their starting strong side linebacker.
Okay. All right.
6 foot,
not bad. I don't think it's going to be a big issue, because one, they would have to have enough time to get the receiver down deep, where the front 7 are already going to be in the quarterback's face. So it could be, but then if they face a better line, maybe. But until then, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, for now. So let's talk about this offense. Let me get here. So obviously they brought him. Say what?
So we kind of did we?
Not entirely. We talked about Matt Ryan.
We talked about Matt Ryan. I thought we talked about the receivers.
I wanted to talk
about the offensive line.
You didn't want to talk about Nick Foles?
Cox.
You don't want to
Well,
talk about
we haven't talked about the QBs and the running backs. That's about what that's. But yeah, we
You
can
want-
talk about Nick Foles. Heck yeah! So when Matt Ryan gets hurt, they got someone to take him to the Super Bowl.
Nick Foles ain't gonna play me. I don't think Matt Ryan's gonna get hurt, dude. He just doesn't
I'm
get
not
hurt.
saying he will, but I just thought it's
Sam
funny
Ehlinger-
that he just somehow follows his way to wherever the hell Carson
I don't
Wentz
know.
goes.
Look.
Oh, Carson Wentz
he's-
was with the Colts. I'll go check them out.
How funny would it be if they end up he just signs with Washington?
Oh god, that would be hilarious.
That would be freaking hilarious. So you got Nick Foles as the backup, and Sam Ehlinger is still lingering around. Hasn't really done anything. So
I think he has it in his contract now that Nick Foles isn't allowed to be where he is. It's like a no Nick Foles clause.
Just
written
bad
into
luck,
his
Tron. Is what it
contract.
is. Just bad luck, Tron. Okay, so Jonathan Taylor, obviously running back 101 from a lot of rookie spaces. And then Nyheim Hines also probably going to be used, I think, a lot.
I hope so. I wasted a roster spot on his ass, so he better get some production.
I think he will. I don't think he's going to be worried. Here's my most interesting. When did you hear this? Philip Lindsay making the roster. Did you hear about this?
You have Philip Lindsay?
I have Philip Lindsay on here. This is new to me.
He is the third string.
This is new to me.
Whoa, Philip! When did you join the Colts?
I don't know.
What
Unrestricted
is
free
this?
agent signed here in May.
This
is new to me.
Wow. Yeah, I had no idea this even happened.
Yeah, neither did I. So he's there.
Weird.
Because the last time I heard anything was he was with Houston, and then he went to Miami, did nothing. So yeah.
I don't know. Alex says that he thinks the offensive line will be fine, but I mean, you had better players in these guys, and you were ranked 30th in
really
pass
late
blocking.
on that one. I kind of showed that one already.
I know, but
Okay.
You
You felt the need to read it out loud, is what you.
Well, I didn't. I know you shared it, but I didn't see it until right now. But he says that he thinks they'll be fine on offensive line, but they had viable starters in these positions last year with Eric Fisher, and I can't remember who was the right guard, but he was definitely a lot better than Pinter. And they were ranked 30th in pass offense blocking last year.
Okay.
With serviceable offensive linemen. And now they don't have them, and you think you're going to be fine?
Turn this off. Let me see if this is better.
We'll see.
I don't know why I look so orange today.
You have the Oompa Loompa filter on.
I don't know what is going on. It's the most orangest I've ever looked. What if I just turn the freaking... I'm going to turn this up here.
Well, halfway through the show, I was like, man, I look kind of like on the darker side today. And then I looked up, and I'm like, oh, my light's not even on.
I have no idea.
I was like, I should probably turn that on real quick.
This is weird. Anyways, we're getting orange.
Philip Lindsay, man. Philip Lindsay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, and they signed Philip Lindsay like a month ago. So, yeah.
That was like 2 months ago, but like May, he said, right?
Well, according to this, it said May.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I mean, who's really keeping track? So, all right. So, who's he throwing to? Again, I said Alex Pierce. This guy, I honestly think is going to make a big impact right away. I really do. I know, obviously, Michael Pittman is obviously the guy there. But it wouldn't surprise me, and I know nobody knows who this is, but Des Patman also came in the same year Michael Pittman did, okay? They're really good friends, and they're always hanging out, and they're always training together. It would not surprise me if Dez makes an impact this season. I mean, obviously, no one's going to draft him, but I would keep him on.
I have
your
him
waiver
listed
wire.
as the number 5 receiver.
Dez?
Yeah.
Probably under Campbell, Pierce, and Strahan. So.
Yeah. Well, Pittman, Pierce, Campbell, Doolin.
Oh, Doolin.
I have Straight Chan as the number 6.
Interesting. Okay. I like Strahan better, but I mean that's interesting.
Let's check out Jelani Woods.
All right,
bro. This dude is 6'7".
Oh, I was just about to say it. So Jelani Woods.
Good lord.
You forgot that I mentioned him, did you? remember towards the beginning of the season, before the Senior Bowl, they had the Black College University Bowl.
Oh, he was in that. He was the guy you were telling me about.
This was the guy I was telling you about. This is the guy was just huge. He made everybody look small.
I can imagine.
6'7". 6'7". This guy was coming out of there, and everyone was liking what he was bringing to the table. I mean, obviously they got Mo Alley Cox, who's 6'6". Oh, 6'5", but whatever. I'm off by an inch. Still big. 6'5". Still, Mo Alley Cox is huge. But Jelani Woods, I liked what he brought. He almost, remember I was telling you he looks like Kyle Pitts out there? I mean, he's not like Kyle Pitts, but he looked like him because he's playing against freaking, other college guys who probably aren't as skilled as him. But Jelani Woods is interesting to me.
That was weird. I did not expect him to be that tall. For
Dynasty, this guy could be definitely drafted and put it on your taxi squads for Jelani Woods. But again, it would be a taxi guy. I don't know. Because, rookies, technically, it takes them like 2-3 years to finally develop into the offense for some reason. That's just the way tight ends are. But Jelani Woods
is drafted in the 3rd round. I mean, I could see him competing right away.
Oh, yeah, easy. I liked him. I liked what I saw. But again, if you want to see footage of him doing pretty well, look at him in the college university or the Black College University bowl game. Jelani Woods was there.
I could also see him doing like 2 tight end sets and putting him on the left side with their new new left tackle, and like helping him with blocking.
Yeah.
I mean, a dude that's 6'7's got to be somewhat decent at blocking, right?
I would imagine. I mean, he would have to, right? He would have to be. All right. So overall IDP, we're talking about Darius Leonard, Moore, Gilmore,
Leonard all day.
Yannick Ngakoue. These guys are all going to be valuable. Bobby Okereke. I like all these guys. And then obviously offensively.
Brandon.
What's up?
Martin gets such a boner for guys who are really tall.
What does that mean? Okay.
It means you like your guys tall. It's all good.
I guess. They're just easier targets. But
I mean, you love Michael Pittman. That dude's 6'5".
He's 6'4", okay?
I'm even 6'5".
He is not 6'5". He's not 6'5". He's 6'4".
Okay, 6'4".
Don't tell me what I don't know about my guys. Right?
You like your new receiver? He's 6'5". For the Falcons.
That is true. That is
London.
true. That is true. Okay.
You like Michael, or you like Pitts?
Yes, but I'm not saying I don't have a boner for a tall guy. What the hell is that supposed to be?
Well, I don't think he meant it like that. He just meant
I know what he meant. That he likes.
Like when it comes to football players, you like them on the
tall guys. Kind of like are good targets. They could reach up. Like I'm telling you right now. Yes. Okay.
And then you hate small receivers as well.
Yes. 100%. Okay. You could have followed that up in the same sentence, Brandon. That would have been great. But look, I don't like small receivers. They get knocked out of the way. They don't like. Not all of them are. They don't transition very well. It's just the way it is. I've convinced myself.
After McLaurin's transition just fine.
I said some of them. I didn't say all. Like most of them don't.
Tyreek Hill.
There are some outliers. Okay, there are some outliers. All right. Anyways, let's talk about the schedule. All right, let's get into the schedule.
Oh, he brought up the new defense coordinator,
Gus Bradley, and the new defense coordinator. Oh Jesus! I gotta mute myself real quick.
Cool. Apparently, he's muting himself because he's got racket. I got a dog barking. It's great. I'm gonna mute myself too. Have a moment of silence. Just kidding, Martin. I'm just kidding. Are you back? All right, we're going to the schedule. This will be interesting. Well, they have an easy schedule to start off. Oh, we don't even have it playing, do we? Never do. Always freaking forget. You're not coming back anytime soon, Morgan? We'll just remove you. We'll just be the mark.
They're just barking right now.
See, it sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's not as bad as when you have it all the time. I rarely get it.
He's literally feels like he's outside my door crying right now. I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, all right. Yeah, no. Yours isn't as bad as mine right now. Yours not as bad as mine.
Well, their
Okay,
first
all right.
2 weeks seemed pretty easy. Texans, followed by the Jaguars.
Yes.
Then it picks up. They got the Chiefs. That should be a good game. And then the Titans, probably another good game.
There we go. Okay, so
the Broncos.
Jacksonville. Then we got Tennessee, Washington, New England, Las Vegas, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and Dallas. They have it's not tough, but it's tough on their it's tough on their bodies. Let me mention that, okay? It's tough on their bodies. All right. That is 13 weeks of straight brutalness before they get a rest. Okay. Yeah. I do like that it's kind of towards the end because then they could reconfigure themselves when they make playoffs, right? Is it a hard schedule? No, because 6 of their games are easy. Well, maybe easy. I would say Tennessee's probably their biggest contender, but if and only like I don't think Tennessee's going to be a big time threat. I don't think that they're going to have to like really focus, against Houston or Jacksonville. Those guys should be an easy breeze. I mean, Jacksonville might turn heads this year, but I don't think it's going to be against the Colts. I mean,
I have them sweeping the Texans in Jacksonville, and I have them splitting with the Titans.
Yes, I can agree there. Tennessee might sneak away with one there. But as for Kansas City, that should be a good game. Mm-hmm. They might lose that one.
It is at home though, so you have that going for
them. They might lose, they might win. If that game is going to be a very determined game on the Colts. If they win that game, we can now talk about how good they might actually be.
Yeah.
If they lose that game, it's like, okay, well, they lost by whatever, like a touchdown or maybe a field goal. They're doing pretty good. But if they beat Kansas City, the entire world's going to go crazy. Well, North America. Why? Because we're the only ones that care about football. But I'm just saying, they beat Kansas City. People are not going to sleep on the Colts as much anymore. I mean, they're rising with Matt Ryan there. I hope that this is the best quarterback they've had in the past 3-4 seasons since Andrew Luck. Mm-hmm. I would hope this. Again, sometimes things don't really work out the way they planned in some teams when they bring in new key players. Denver, that's going to be another one. These 3 teams in the AFC West are going to be very interesting. Do they beat the Raiders? That's the one I kind of want to know. I think they do. Are you muted?
I think I had them losing.
Okay. Well, I hope not because I'm going to be there.
Oh, you're going to that one?
I'm going to that game. November 13th, nice. I will be at this game. I hope not because I want to show.
Wearing both your jerseys?
No. I'll probably wear my Matt Ryan one. I'll wear whoever's healthy. If they're both healthy, it's Matt Ryan. So, anyways.
Well, Matt Ryan's not healthy. They're not winning against the Raiders.
They got Nick Foles.
Nick Foles is not great.
Nick Foles.
If he was that good, he wouldn't be a constant backup. Okay. Is he a great backup? He's a great backup, but he's a horrible starter.
Yeah, that's. I don't know. Who knows? Sometimes the Raiders defense caves. You never know with the Raiders. They bring in these great guys that come in and they just don't perform.
Is Nick Foles going to take on the Eagles? That'd be hilarious.
No, I don't expect Matt Ryan to be injured at all. Okay, and I don't want to jinx anything of that and say he will, but I think that he'll be just fine. Okay,
knock on wood. No injuries.
Say what?
I said I'm going to knock on wood. No injuries.
Yeah, no injuries. So their first home game of the year, don't have them losing. They will beat the Chiefs at home. Again, that's going to be an interesting one. That's going to be the determination of how well the Colts are going to be. If they beat that game, if they beat the Chiefs that game, it's going to be pretty
That's
insane.
hard, though. That's a hard thing to say.
It is. It is. Like, I understand they lost Tyreek Hill, but I mean, like, Tyreek Hill wasn't also everything in that offense. Like, they still have Kelsey.
Yep.
They brought in Ronald Jones, who gives them 2 healthy running backs. Right. I think that CEH with Ronald Jones, either way, you're going to have a running back there who's
they brought in
pretty
Juju.
good.
I get it. He's not Hill, but he's still a better number 2 option than they've had.
Yes. MVS. I don't think, and then Sky Moore. I don't think that the Chiefs are going to be that bad. The defense is getting better. I don't know. Alex, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. But if they do beat them, people are like, holy crap, the Colts are the real thing. I mean, they can easily go 4-0, 5-0. If they beat the Chiefs, I think they could beat Denver. They could go 6-0, 7-0, 8-0.
I have them winning 9 games. Calm down.
They could be.
You're over here 8-0, and I have them winning 9 games all year.
I don't know. I mean, if they beat if they beat the Chiefs, I'm going to be a lot higher on them because I think that ultimately that's going to be their hardest game. Maybe the Chargers.
I think the Chargers will be their hardest game.
Yeah. So I said, I think they lose against the Chargers.
I have them losing against the Chargers.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I have them losing to every team in the AFC West.
I don't think they lose against the Raiders. That's the difference. I think they beat Houston, Jacksonville. They sweep them, right? That's 4 games right there, right? Split with Tennessee, that's 5. 6 Washington, 7 Vegas, 8 Philadelphia, and 9 Steelers, and 10 with Dallas. No.
So you have them beating the team like Raiders, but then losing to the Eagles?
I just skipped it. I didn't say anything. I just skipped it. Relax. All right.
This I just took it as it not being a. Well, I figured you took it as not a win, as being a loss. So
no. Now you got me all messed up here because I'm looking at the Giants here.
Well, they're going to beat the Giants.
Well, yeah, it's 1, 2. They're going to
beat the Texans again. They're going to beat
3,
the Vikings.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I see 10 games here.
It's just weird because I feel like they start 3-1 and they end 3-1. But it's just like the middle that sucks for their schedule.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I see 10 games. I see 10 games total.
I have them losing to the Commanders just because I feel like it's going to be a revenge game for Wentz, and I think he's going to ball out.
He's not. Oh my gosh! All right, I don't see that. All right, so Braden, there he is. All right, how many? You said 9, right? And I said 10.
Yep, and of course it's right in the middle. We do this without even trying.
We
definitely don't look ahead of time. I had no idea.
This is Braden. Braden comes in late with this. Braden's here every episode. This is our guy. We do our schedule and he comes in and he does it. Except for Tank. Tank ruined it that one day.
Yeah,
that was just the one.
Stole the thunder.
Did. Yeah, I did. Look, 9 to 10 games making playoffs, right? Now, determining on who they play in those playoffs is going to be different. That's the real question behind it. So, considering on where they're at, do you think they face? Who do you think they face first in the AFC? I mean, it's not going to be I think that it won't be the Bills.
Because so you're saying the Bills will have the number 1 record, so they'll have the bye.
Yes.
And so it's going to be an AFC West team because I feel like all the AFC West teams are getting all 3 of the wild cards.
So you think it's gonna be the Chiefs?
So it could
Or the
very well
Broncos?
be the Chiefs or the Broncos or the Raiders because I think the Chargers win the division.
Okay.
So it'll just depend on the North, I guess.
On how well they
Because
do
if they have a better record than the team from the North, I would say they probably
from the
play
North.
the
King
Chiefs.
of the North.
I think they'll play the Chiefs or the Broncos.
Okay. I see that happening. You know what we should do though during preseason? We should make our own separate prediction division, like playoffs. This is pissing me off. I can't believe how orange I am today.
I see it
Look at this.
bright. I see it bright, but I don't see you as orange.
Maybe on my on my screen. I don't know.
Maybe it's just your. Yeah, I don't see you as orange. Like I see you have a lot of light on you, but I don't see the color orange. To be honest.
All right, it's fine.
So you're saying should we do multiple episodes? Should we have like one episode where we talk about each division, and then have an episode where we rank them to set it up, and then go through how we think the playoffs will play out?
We could do that. And set up our own bracket.
Yeah. So we'll have like 6 episodes where we talk about each division and where we think each team will fall. And then we'll have an episode where we set up the bracket, and then we'll have another episode where we go through the bracket.
We could do that because I think what's going to happen with the other guys when we have our Nerd Huddle weekend on Sundays, I think what's going to happen is we'll end up doing that, I think. But if we have our own separate ones with just you and I, we could probably do it. So that's, yeah, I like that. I like that idea. We'll see what happens though, because all right. Thank you for coming in, guys. Really. For the next 2 weeks is going to be very interesting. I know Mark will be here Wednesday. I know the guys are going to come here on Sunday. I will not be here for 2 weeks, maybe 3. So it's going to be very interesting on what's going to happen. I know we're not going to come out with daily episodes. Why? Because I'm gone. Usually I'll set it up and then we just kind of go from there. So I leave tomorrow. Depending on what the schedule is there on how we move things around, because I'm not really like doing anything crazy. I'm just moving from one base to another. We're moving to Mesa, which is good. I like that because it's a lot easier drive.
So you have to move all this stuff from one base to another base?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Sounds
so
fun.
So I would stay off. I would not get near stay off the 10 on the weekends or for the next Jesus. You know how many military trucks are going to be from there? The 60 from Florence all the way to Mesa. We're going to hog up the entire freeway. We're going to make a lot of people mad. With our big old trucks. So yeah. If I get off on time or at any time before 8:00 our time, maybe we can figure something out and do a late episode. We could do something like that. Not quite sure when or whatever, but East Coasters, I'm sorry, it's gonna be a late one for you guys if you guys are up. But again, we'll try. If not, it's just 2 weeks. We'll miss the first week of preseason, and that's about it. But Alex, Braden, today for you guys, I'm going to work on the schedule right now. Myself and Mark are actually going to go through it right now, actually. So,
I've asked this before, but is the week 1 of preseason? Is that when free agency opens?
No, I'm going to open it up that Thursday, I think. Or let me look.
That's what I'm saying. So the first week of preseason.
It's going to be open first week of preseason, yes.
And it'll be that Thursday. Okay.
I don't know if it's going to be that. No, it's going to be the second.
So, it's Hall of Fame game.
Hall of Fame game's on the 4th, isn't it?
You're right.
So I was actually going to talk to you if you wanted to open it up on the 9th and have free agency the 9th, 16th, 23rd, and the Tuesday, because when's the actual first game? First game is September
11. No.
11.
No, that's the first Sunday. The Thursday is like the 9th or the 10th.
That's on Friday. That's the 8th. That's
Sorry,
the 8th.
The 7th. I meant the 7th. Thursday.
A Wednesday game? No. It's
the
8th.
It's the
September 8th is the very first game of the NFL kickoff, right?
Bills and Rams.
We can open up free agency.
What a game.
Okay. Since Alex and Braden are here, they're going to be the first ones to hear this. We're going to open up free agency. How about August 9th?
Okay, that'll work.
That's after the first week of preseason. That way you can see what's going on, and then you can get a better idea on who to put on your waivers. And we'll do it bi-weekly every year, or every week.
Every year, bi-weekly.
No, screw that. James would go ham every week. You know, it's always one bad egg that ruins everything, and that's why we do weekly. God, I hate that. All right. Anyways, Alex, Braden, I hope you heard that. We're going to do August 9th. August 9th is the first day of free agency for us after the first week of preseason. And then we'll open it up on Tuesdays every week for waivers for that. As of now, today I'm going to do the schedule. So 1, 2, 3 weeks from now. So, all right.
Sounds good.
All right. Anything else Colts wise?
Moali Cox, I think, will be, and maybe even the rookie that they drafted, Jelani Woods, could be sleepers in fantasy because we both know that Matt Ryan loves his tight ends.
It's a very good point. He also produces wide receiver ones.
He does.
He locks onto a guy.
Well, except for last year.
Well, last year. Well, no, last year was Pitts. Got 1,000 yards.
He's a tight end.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he locks onto a specific guy. Let's look at Matt Ryan. He always locks onto one specific guy, right?
Yeah, but even when he had Julio Jones, he still made a freaking Pro Bowler out of Hurst. Or no, he had Ridley. He made a Pro Bowler out of Hurst. And then before that, he had Austin Hooper.
Right. Austin Hooper, Gonzalez.
These are all guys you're like, who are these people?
No, yeah, Gonzalez.
Not Gonzalez, but
well, I mean, he was theirs. But like all I'm saying, he locks onto a certain guy, a certain receiver that he always likes. Roddy White, was one of his first ones. Julio Jones, obviously. Freaking Ridley. And then last year was...
Did you have at least 1 year where you had Roddy White, Julio, and Gonzalez?
Yes.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
That is scary. With Matt Ryan as quarterback. Good God.
Yeah. It was... we had the longest run of making the playoffs every year.
And then Turner, was he the running back?
He was a running back then. But the problem is that we would choke every single time. So that's what we would do. So God,
I think it's time to...
Jesus, Mark.
Bye, guys.
Why?
I don't know.
But there was the longest time that we had a run with the Falcons would make the playoffs, but nobody blinked an eye. Why? Because they would always choke. And then the 1 year we go to the Super Bowl, we end up choking more, which is now the way it is. So
I don't want to relive that. You were at my house when that happened, and I've never seen you look so dejected in my entire life. And that to this day is why I'm probably the only friend that you have that has never made fun of you for that Super Bowl.
That is true.
Not one time have I ever brought that.
That's true. No, and that is true.
I was actually there and I lived it, and I was like, I couldn't even imagine going through what you went through.
Oh my gosh. It was bad. You know what? Maybe it's this. Is it this? I don't know what's going on. This is still pissing me off. It's still pissing me off.
And then the last thing is we were actually supposed to start off with this, but talking about Jesse Bates. There's like a list of possible landing spots. And because it's a safety, Washington's on there. But the Eagles are actually listed as the number one.
Really?
I hate that. I just don't want them to go there.
I don't want them to go there either.
Me either. I don't know how I feel about him going to Washington either, to be honest.
For fantasy, for me, my dynasty team, that would be great.
Yeah, but it depends. Well, he'd be free safety, and but where would Bobby McLean fit? Or Bobby McLean? Yeah, that's his name.
No, the McCain?
Yeah.
I think they'll just rotate.
Just
rotate. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
yeah.
They'll probably rotate. I mean, I think if it's going to be a possibility, if he ends up in Washington, they'll rotate.
From a team standpoint, it would be great. I would love him to be there, but from a fantasy standpoint, I feel like it might take away playing time from Cam Curl.
I'm still okay with that. I'm still okay with that because
I know you are.
I'll put Kadarius Toney the same day I put Bates in.
Right.
Boom. Double points. But anyways, that's interesting.
Plus, you could bring if he was on Washington whenever he's playing Dallas, you'd be like, "Oh, Dak threw a pick, but it was to my guy." So
points weren't really deducted,
right?
Oh man, I love IDP. All right. So, anyways, that's pretty much it. We're talking about the Colts. Colts are probably making playoffs 100%. Why? Because they're the best team in that division.
I think they can win the division. Pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure. I mean, the Titans might have something to say about it, but I'm kind of low on them now. So,
I just look. I like Tannehill, but it's that final game that kind of like, what the hell, man?
Well, I think it's the health of Henry. If Henry's not healthy, that team can't win.
Doesn't that suck though? Like, doesn't that like your whole entire team relies on one freaking guy? That just sucks, man. I don't like that. I really don't. But
he was not healthy in that playoff game at all.
No, he wasn't the same. No. Wasn't the same. He powered through and he was not the same. But it is what it is. New year, new season, new faces, new places. Yeah. That's our Colts episode. And I will see you guys in a couple weeks or whatnot. There's many questions on this channel for the next 2 weeks, but I will be back for sure August 7th. That is for sure. August 7th, August 8th. August 8th, there will be an episode for sure if we don't do anything for the next 2 weeks. I know Wednesdays these guys will be here and do some type of mock draft. So, but other than that, thanks for watching, guys. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you guys are at. Stay safe. Be good to yourself. Be good to your family. Yeah, that's all I got to say. Thanks, guys.
Later.
Getting hyped when I aim up. Elevating that game up. Stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave. Eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate.